Okay, let's get the old chat window up. There we go. Sorted. Sweet. Let's get on with it. No more fucking around like we did yesterday. This time, we're gonna get right into the meat. Why am I loading up the HUD? Getting right into the meat and potatoes. So let's get into the UI folder. And we want the upgrade screen. Lovely, lovely. Alright, so let's get this vertical box, and I want to move it up a little bit, and then I want to get that. That's in our horizontal box, is it? Let's just duplicate the whole thing and get the vertical box that this is in. Got a lot of boxes. So there we go, vertical box. Move that down to about there. Grab this, and that's in a horizontal box, so we'll duplicate that. And we'll move it down. And here we will have our armor. Excellent. Now, it's not going to have a recharge per se. It is going to have resistance and capacity, so I'm just going to delete that, and there we go, so that's spaced out correctly. Okay, so we're going to have our resistance and our capacity. So we want a capacity for the amount of armor that we have, and we want our resistance for the amount of resistance it's going to absorb, the amount of damage it's going to resist, essentially. And for now, we'll just rename this to blank. There we go. And we'll just do blank here. Blank. Yeah. We can use them down the line at some point for other things. Sweet. Okay, so now we need this vertical box. I'll make it bigger. Get this one. We'll duplicate it. And in here we'll do armor. And yes, I am using the British spelling of armor because I am indeed British. English, if you want to be precise. So we'll do resistance. And that button. Duplicate one of these. Move it down. Good stuff. Okay, so now when we click these buttons, we should be able to upgrade our our resistances. I'm gonna make this smaller because I can't foresee me doing much animation stuff. So that way we can have like a bigger view of the main screen. Right. There we go. Okay, so we're going to need a few things to make this work. So if I jump back into... You know, I'm going to organize these stuff a bit better. So let's create a new folder. We'll call it levels. We'll just, for the moment, make this really big. We'll grab all the levels. And we'll move them to their levels folder. We'll do another one. Grab the pause menu, the HUD, these icons, those materials, anything else that's UI based, and we'll move that into the UI folder. It's a really good idea to keep things organized. Really is a good idea. Okay, so new folder, stellar bodies, and we'll move all our stellar bodies. So might as well put the space box in there, skybox in there as well. So that's in there. Yeah. Actually, stellar cartography can go in there as well. Is that still being referenced by anything? No, so we can get rid of that quite happily. Make explosion force, fade distance, that needs to go into sound. A little bit of housekeeping. Housekeeping. Okay, so new folder. Targets. We'll take all of our targets. We'll move them into there. Why didn't Space Skybox go into stellar bodies? Get in there. Alright, so new folder, and we'll do projectiles. Stick all of our projectiles in there. And these miscellaneous ones can stay out here. I'm not too worried about those. There we go. Okay, so what we're doing, we're going to our blueprints here into our game instance, and we're going to add some new variables. So we've got our shield capacity. Let's do armor capacity. Add that to that, and then we'll do another one. Armor resistance. So they'll both start at 0. We want the resistance to reduce the incoming damage by a certain amount. So let's just see if I can work that out. How we're going to do that. Let's get a calculator up. So let's say we got 5 damage coming in divided by 1.25 equals 4. Got 4 damage coming in divided by 1.1 equals 3.63. Okay, so if we do that as between a value of 1 and 2, so the maximum capacity is halves its resistance. Halves incoming damage, should I say. Okay, so test. We will set the default armor capacity to 0 because there's going to be addition. Should I make it the hull integrity? Should I make them equal? Yeah, let's make them equal. So that starts as 100. We're going to need armor capacity. We're going to actually need another one as well. So let's duplicate that and call it armor max capacity. You'll see why we need these in a moment. So the armor capacity is 100 and the armor capacity. Let's move that up actually. So we've got them a little bit closer together. Alright, sorted. So now we can go into here and on our on-clicked for resistance. What we can do. And we'll get our game instance. So let's get the game instance. And we'll get armor. Are we doing the capacity right now? No, we're doing the resistance. Also, I need to change this button name. Button armor resistance. And then we'll change this button to button armor capacity. Okay, so now we go back to our graph. That's changed. We don't want capacity, we want armor resistance. So we're going to get this, and we're going to see if it is less than 2. If it is less than 2, we can operate on it. So let's move that up there, that over there, we'll pop that there. So we'll branch off this. Yes, please. And then we're going to say if it's true, we're going to get our armor resistance. So let's just reroute around this. There we go. And then we put that there. Move that along to there. So we can take this. We can add 0.1. And then we're going to reroute around this. And we're going to set our armor resistance. Set armor resistance to the result of this operation. So let's move that to there, plug that in there, clean that up a little bit. Lovely stuff. So when we upgrade this, we're going to check to see if our armor is less than 2. If it is, we're going to add 0.1, and we're going to set that as our new armor resistance. Pretty straightforward. So now what we need to do is go back to the designer. We need to go to this progress bar here, and we'll do progress bar armor resistance as its name, and we will bind it to our SGFG game instance, and we'll get armor resistance. Now obviously progress bars work on a float between 0 and 1, so what we're going to want to do is take 1 away from this, because our max value is going to be 2, which means if we take 1 away, our max value will now be 1, and the progress bar will reflect it correctly. So let's do that. Okay, so I don't know what, or long dolphin. There we go. Okay, so let's compile that. So now, in theory, when we click upgrade resistance button, we should upgrade our resistance in the progress bar there, because we're upgrading the value of the value in the game instance. So let's where did we put our target? Let's get into here. We'll get station. We will replace that with the station. Deep Space Lemur 9. We'll call it Station Federation. Who the fuck can? Your mum. Okay, right, sweet. Okay, so let me actually, this is the test level, so let's go into the blueprints and open level blueprints. We don't want, we need compiling. We don't want a lot of the crap that's actually in here right now. So if I begin play, you don't need any of these. We'll keep this. Actually, no, we won't. We'll just do the view target with a blend. And we don't need the tutorial widget either. So that's all we need. Epic. Okay, let's get rid of all of this junk. We don't need the time of play event. We don't need the time of play event. We'll just plug that in because the begin play event's already there. Get rid of that. Bish, bash, bosh. Right then. Give you. There we go. So let's just give them a good old sensor sweep. Then we'll warp on over there and see what crack-a-lackin'. Oh, I forgot to. Yes. I forgot to say it wasn't cloaked. If I set up a bunch of variables that I can control, so I can just plonk one of these down and it's sexy. Oh no, because actually I'm going to, it's going to just trigger the mission. I'll just check it first. Let's check it first. So let's do a long range sweep. I think if, since I overlap, rather than going to the upgrade screen, it's going to warp me to the next level, which I don't want right now. So, but we'll see. We'll see.
Unidentified signal source detected.
Alright, what's your... There we go.
Target
It's that
selected.
one. What's your hailing response?
Frequencies open.
Alright, let's cruise warp over there. Epic. Okay, yeah. God damn it. I've got to disable that, right?
Frequencies open.
Your mum. We should at least have a docking bay. Yeah, I can see it. So we're flying over there, but I've got a feeling...
Distress signal detected.
I don't care about your distress signals. I'm busy, okay? I got shit to do. We're testing stuff. But you can see those variables playing to stuff. So it's got the name there, the distance to it, and the hailing responses and things like that. So I've got a feeling this is just going to start the next level though, because I don't think... Yeah, okay. Alright, sweet. Oh! Yeah, close that. Nobody needs to see that. Alright, so play tutorial message. No. Level objectives complete. No. But we actually need to do that elsewhere. So let's open the blueprint again. And on begin play events, we will... we're doing it now. We're not doing a cast to the game instance. So we'll cast to STFG game instance. And as our object, we're going to use the game instance. Get game instance. Okay, there we go. Got there in the end. Alright, we'll pop that there. That'll do. And then we will get mission objectives. And then we will do a set array element, and we'll make it, we'll just keep it simple, make array element 0 be false. And then what we will do is we will add custom event display, and we will promote that to a variable. And then we will get it here. We'll get mission objectives. You know what, actually? Yeah, no, we will do this. So print get a copy of array element 0. And we'll just do a print string, printing out its value. And the delay on that is 2. So we will set timer by event every 2 seconds, and we will have it loop. Excelente! Aboush. Dueling range sensor sweep. Epic. So our false flag is getting set correctly. Let's cruise warp into the station. It's going to drop us out of warp. It's going to tell us to hail them.
No target selected. Target selected. Hailing frequencies open.
Your mom is Starfleet 4. You're cleared to dock, Federation vessel. Welcome to the station. Now we can see like all the advanced information you get on Silicon everything now. We've got a distress signal down here. We've got an unidentified signal source here. But at the moment, we're only interested in getting our upgrades. So let's get some of those. Let's move that so I can still see the chat window. That's interesting. It's clipping off some of these. Anyway, let's check our resistance. Yep, there we go. We can upgrade our resistance just like that. Good stuff. And now we're free to go roaming around again. Epic. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. So now we need our armor capacity. So we're going to start with 100 and we'll go up to 200 in increments of 10, I think. So, on our upgrade screen, we'll get our capacity here, we'll go to our graph, and we want on-clicked. So we can just draw off this one, and get armor, max capacity. Because our armor capacity is going to be something that fluctuates. That'll be our hull integrity, essentially. Which can be damaging go up and down, so we need the max capacity. So while this is less than... let's do 250, let's be generous. We'll do a branch. Okay, so while that is less than 250, we're going to set armor capacity, max capacity to whatever our armor max capacity currently is, plus 10. Just move that down there, just make it a little bit neater. So now we need to go into this, get our capacity bar, and we will bind this to get armor, get SDFG, there we go, get out of the game, SDFG, right, there we go. We'll get armor max capacity, and we'll divide that by 250. And that will be our percentage. Excellent. So let's give that a whirl.
Performing long-range sensor sweep. Unidentified signal source detected.
Let's cruise in.
Target selected.
Hell.
Frequencies open.
Alright then, let's go dock and make sure our new SOT system is working as it should.
Distress signal detected.
I suppose we could power to the engines and really kick it. There we go. So we can upgrade our resistance, and we can upgrade our capacity. And nicely. Right, next thing we need to figure out is why this. Oh, why is it anchored over there? Oh, that was stupid. We'll do a long range sensor, we'll cruise on over, get dropped out. Speed up, full power to engines, keep going. We'll request hailing. Request hailing. Request docking permission. There we go. Yay! Now everything. Now this one's on the wonk. Oh, it's because you're anchored there. Okay, anchor you to the left. Is that better?
Long range sensor sweep.
No, I have not been granted docking permission. You are quite right there.
Target selected.
Let me hail you. Engines to full. Station says EMM.
Unidentified signal source detected.
Okay, there we go. Yes, everything's where it should be now. Good, 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 good. Let's upgrade our torpedo capacity, the damage that they do, our acceleration, top speed, the capacity of our shields, the recharge, the resistance, the damage, the recharge, the capacity, resistance. And they say resistance is futile. And we still have a few blank gauges for other things. Okay.
Distress signal detected.
So now we need to apply these changes to the actual player's vessel. So let's jump into where's my function library? There it is. So let's add a new function and we'll do apply upgrades. I need a couple of things for this. We're gonna need the player vessel. And that's going to be a flying horn reference. So let's get that there. Okay, good stuff. So what have we got in the game instance? Phaser damage, phaser recharge rate, phaser max capacity. How are we gonna do that? Yeah, rather than having it as a function, it would probably make more sense to do it here. Clean that up a little bit. Actually, if that went into there, and that went into there. Actually, let's just go there, there, and there. We don't need that. Be gone. I do want a function setting the player's stats up to begin with. Alright, we need to get to our flying pawn. Razor power is 100. Razor recharge rate. And razor damage. Right, so let's get phaser power. Yeah, phaser recharge rate. Yeah, phaser damage. No, wait. We want another one here. So game instance. CFG object reference. Right, so get phaser get phaser damage, and we'll get phaser recharge rate. And then phaser damage, phaser recharge rate, and phaser power. Let's rename this to phaser capacity. Right, so let's set phaser capacity. Move that along, and we'll get our phaser capacity, and we'll get our phaser damage. We will set phaser damage to whatever it is in our game instance. Get rid of that. We'll add another reroute node in here just to keep it nice and tidy. Then we will set phaser recharge rate to that. And we'll pull that from the game instance. Get phaser recharge rate. And we'll add a little thing down there. Okay, so when we call this function, it's going to take whatever our capacity, damage, and recharge rate is from the game instance and apply that to our ship. Now, we also need to go into the HUD. Because we've got our binding here. I'm going to go to the binding. Let me There we go. Yeah, phaser recharge. Right. So got phaser capacity. Right, so we're pulling it from the pawn. So we'll duplicate that. Let's say phaser max capacity. We'll move that up. Compile. Yeah, they're both 100. Sweet. So, in our HUD here, we can get app player and do phaser max capacity. And we'll divide our capacity by our max capacity. And that will return us a value between 0 and 1. Lovely stuff. So in our function library, we're setting our phaser capacity, and then we also need to set phaser max capacity. And we'll also get phaser max capacity. From the game instance and set it in our player. Okay. So we'll actually rename this to rename by phaser upgrades. Beautiful. So if we look at our game instance, we've got phaser damage, phaser recharge rate, phaser max capacity, and phaser capacity cap. So that's at 250. So in our upgrade, when we upgrade our phasers, it's going to ask if it's less than the phaser capacity cap. If it is, we'll add 25 instead of 50 now, because we've halved the capacity cap. I'm going to set max capacity. Then we're going to call phaser upgrades. And get STFG game instance. I'm gonna rename that because the spelling mistake is driving me mad. And get shield capacity. So on event construct, what we want to do after we've done this is we'll cast to flying pawn. We'll get the player's pawn. Promote that to a variable. And then we can plug flying pawn into there. Sweet. Now in our HUD designer, horizontal box, horizontal box. Ah, here we go. Okay, so let's add some text into our phaser recharge box. There it is. Make it 12, 10, 8. And we will create a binding for that. And we will do Where's flying pawn? Where's that flying pawn? Player. There we go. Get player. Get phaser max capacity. Get phaser capacity. And we'll format this. Format text. And we'll do current over max. So current max. Alright, let's check that out. So we're currently 100 over 100.
Performing long-range sensor sweep. Unidentified signal source detected.
Let's whoop in.
Target selected.
Hail him.
Frequencies open. Diverting power to engine.
Fly on over.
Distress signal detected.
I don't care about your distress signals. We've got better things to do right now. Ooh, dip the nose. Okay, so phasers, it was capacity, wasn't it? Let's up that. Exit. 250 out of 250. But the progress bar hasn't updated yet. So why is that? Let's get text. And we'll view the binding for this. Phaser capacity. Oh yes, okay, yes. So function library. Set phaser capacity. This actually could do with going after this one. It's going to set our current phaser capacity to our maximum phaser capacity. Sweet. Let's move that along. Get rid of that now. Plug that right into there. Right, excellent. We're only going to do that for all. Oh, I laugh, but it's, you know, if you don't, you'll end up crying. You will. You'll end up crying. Where's my lighter? That was a satisfying whomp. So let's just go over this, make sure everything's being done right. So whenever we upgrade our phaser capacity, or our recharge rate, or our damage, we want to run this. So let's just go into our HUD. binding on this. So we'll do capacity. We'll do damage, damage, and we'll do recharge rate. Recharge. So let's get phaser damage. We'll get phaser. What am I even typing? Yeah, phaser recharge rate. Let's make the text smaller. We'll do 6. Well, that's too small. We'll keep it as 8. Can't change the 0. Mission box 1. Bottom box, that's the, is that the one? Yeah. We'll move those across a little bit. There we go. So capacity 100 out of 100, damage 0.125, and recharge rate 0.1. That looks present and correct.
Unidentified signal source detected.
Oh, I broke it. Okay, let's try that. You know what? I'm going to move that station a lot further away, I think. That gives us time to get there. Marine sensor sweep.
Unidentified signal source detected.
There we go.
Target selected.
Lock the target, warp on over.
Distress signal detected. Hailing
Let's
frequencies
hail.
open. Diverting power to engines.
And then we'll go and have a shift day. There we go. So let's upgrade the capacity, the recharge, and the damage. We'll exit. So capacity is 175, damage is 0.675, and recharge rate is 0.8.
Hailing frequencies open.
Okay, so let's put the damage all the way up, the recharge all the way up, and the capacity all the way up. 250, 250, damage 1, recharge rate 1, but the progress bar is not updating correctly. So, why is that? View the binding. Phaser capacity divided by phaser max capacity. Is it because... shield recharge, where are you? Charge shields, okay. So we got a recharge rate, shield strength. Yeah. Shield strength less than 100. No, then set shield strength. If it is it less than 100? Yeah, set shield strength to that. If it's not, set shield strength to... Wait, what? What have I done here? Let's neaten this up a little bit and see if we can figure it out. So, is shield strength less than 100? Yes. The shield rates, yes. If the shields are down, no. So while it's less than 100, it's going to charge the shields. If it's not less than 100, okay. What we need here is... What am I? What? I'm looking at it's phasers. Phase is less than phaser max capacity. I'm gonna add the phaser recharge rate. But phaser capacity divided by phaser max capacity. And we're pulling the phaser... Oh, we're pulling max capacity for both of them. Okay, so phaser capacity. Let's troubleshoot this. Long range sensors, cruise warp. Get to the station. Get to the chopper.
Unidentified signal source. Target selected.
Alien
frequencies open. Diverting power to engine.
Burn those impulse engines.
Distress signal detected.
Bosh. Right, okay, so let's upgrade the capacity, the recharge, and the damage all the way to max. There we go. Excellent. So our damage is 1.25, our recharge rate is 1. Good stuff, so that's all working out beautifully. Well then, I'm gonna save it there. Because I want to go and get something to eat, because I am Oops, Hungaro, which is very hungry in whatever language it is I'm speaking. But yeah, so as you can see, we've got a few things to attend to in terms of the upgrade tree. So we've got to create those functions for where is it? For all of these other different ones as well. So we've done the phaser ones for now. And next we need to do torpedoes, shields, engines, armor, and fill in whatever this blank section is going to be. So I think armor we should probably change to hull plating. That seems to be a bit more descriptive of what it actually is. But yeah, I think gonna leave it there, go get something to eat, and I will finish off the rest of these things tomorrow. Again, time permitting. But yeah, at least we've got a decent upgrade system going on now. And it actually affects the in-game attributes. So having shield, like the way I've done shields, it's going to take some finessing to get those. I mean, the values work already, it upgrades the bars, but getting those to reflect in-game is going to be a bit of a challenge. And then when the pawn loads in, we're going to need to reference the game instance to find out whatever set of upgrades we've got. So that will be our mission profile to tomorrow. So yeah, join us then.